Hi, this is Ki, and I am Gira. No matter what day of the week, we always wake up early. After finishing each of our morning rituals, we try to change our home environment on weekends, especially now, when the main work is online and the walls of the home office accompany you the whole week. We love traveling. Sometimes we can get in the car and go to an unknown place. The final destination comes by itself on the way. Earlier, when the children were younger, they were happy to join us for a trip on weekends. Time went by. Kids have become adults. They have their own interests and plans. Now we spend our day trips mostly just the two of us. This time, the weather was clear and we decided to ride a bike along the Isar river, or rather the Isar channel. This scenic route passes through the forest. On the way, we met a small chapel of St. Urich. This building was built in the late 16th century by order of the abbot of a nearby monastery, Chefln. Through its small windows, the autumn sun played warm colors with the interior of the church. One side of the building has got a hexagonal extension for a more convenient arrangement of the choir and the formation of sound acoustics. After visiting this aesthetic, a bit like a medieval fortress chapel, with thick walls and small windows, we continued our bike walk. Not far from the church away, we met several geese who showed to everyone that only they were the real masters of this place. Beautiful swans swam in the channel. The numerous paths along the channel are very crowded, especially in good weather. This time, we met friendly pedestrians smiling at the soft warmth of autumn, leisurely cyclists discussing among themselves the latest news of the day. And of course, already of the Starberger Lake, we were familiar with purposeful hobby record masters on race bikes. From time to time, kids' cheerful voices could be heard, despite the fact that the air temperature during the day did not exceed 39 degrees Fahrenheit along the Isar Channel and on the banks of the river Isar, which flows nearby. It was almost as crowded as in the center of Munich. We have long noticed that the clean, fresh air, the sun, the sound of the river, and maybe something else, for some inexplicable reasons, without any conscious effort, fill you with harmony and peace. Everyday worries, experience, fade into the background and come fleeting and insignificant. You simply feel that you belong to something big and eternal. On the way, we crossed a bridge over the channel and the river Isar. On the other side of the river, we were in the small town named Chefln and saw the harvested fields ready to meet the winter. Only at the field's edges, you can still see withered sunflowers as a sign of the deep autumn and the imminent arrival of winter. This settlement is the place of birth of one of the oldest monasteries in Bavaria, founded in 762. The ancient monastery was the starting point of several towns such as Chefln, Hohenchefln, and Ebenhausen. In 1705, the monastery became the center of a popular uprising against Austrian influence in Bavaria. In 1866, the former Bavarian king Ludwig I financed the establishment of a gymnasium and boarding school at the monastery, which are still one of the educational centers of the community. In summer, you can take a walk in the monastery garden. In the 8th century, opposite the clock tower, the monastery brewery was built, which is still the center of attention for beer lovers. A small traditional shop is located in one of the buildings of the monastery. Here, you can buy all kinds of herbal tinctures, tea collections and wines from different parts of Europe and the whole world. Just behind the monastery, the road rises in a serpentine pattern, which makes this route a favorite destination for both fans of brisk curves on motorcycles and trained cyclists. At this time of year, days become shorter and the sun, after a few hours of warmth and light, quickly tends to disappear behind the horizon. It's time for us to go home now. We need to get there before dark. The forest road, illuminated by the sunset rays, says goodbye to us today and invites us to meet again on the next sunny day. Thank you for your time. See you!